Hello. So, like I said, today's January 7, and what would happen here is that the price would chase up on this slope here, and then if it stays under, hopefully at some point it would fall to this to these trend lines here, and that's what you see happened. I did cash out that for $1,000. You can see that's what you can see this this right here. Um, so that was pretty good, and I expect this to keep falling to this this area here. The time that happened was right at 12 GMT. So um, that's not a coincidence either. I think that's about the UK time somewhere. Perhaps after lunch on the UK time, actually, right after the lunch at UK session, they determined that they'll stop buying euro and start buying US dollars. And so you can see that right there. I call that the lunch turn, the London lunch turn. 12 GMT, 13 GMT. There are two sessions that I've seen those turns happen, and one is in the AM turn, which is the post-breakfast turn, and then there is the post-lunch turn. So this 12 GMT is the London lunch turn. You know, they're having lunch, and after their lunch break, they decide they're going to turn the market to a different direction. You see it three times. One in the Asia session, two times in the Asia session, breakfast and lunch, two times in the London session, breakfast and lunch, and two times in the New York session, breakfast and lunch. Always look for that pattern, and you'll see it consistently. Okay, so as we see here, that we have this long trend line here. We can see that there is a polarity. It is marking polarity. We're under the polarity, which means we've got a lot of selling pressure. But we also have in the longer terms, these are resistances and attractions to trends. So they serve various purposes. If we look on the daily, let's just not look at that. Let's just look at here. We've got these. We've got more upper trend resistance, which means that price is used to spending time higher. But we do have that selling pressure currently. So we've got selling activity currently, but price is used to spending it higher on the long term. That means to be ready for that when that happens. As price is currently sliding downwards currently. Okay, so here's the projection range here. In the middle term, we've got it right in the middle of this projection range. In the midterm, and if we zooming in more, you can see this longer term resistance here, and price is currently being attracted to this shorter term downtrend channel. So if we zoom in more, you can see that this is a here's the downtrend channel that it's being attracted to, and this happened to had to do with yesterday. Yesterday's target, when I said that it was probably going to come down to this price, you can see that this still serves as a support and trend and attractor for today's price. If we look at today's price, this is the region geometry, and so we can see that this would be a risk region. This is a smaller region compared to this region. This is 20 pips, so this is a reward region. This is the risk region here of 12. So the first target is going to be finishing this region. So this will be the target here. This is also a region, which means that this and this region is smaller than this region. So this is a risk region. And so that means that after what I think is going to happen is that because this is a risk region, it's not going to go in here. It's going to fall into this, and it's already in this reward region. So it's going to fall to this target here, this support, and then if it will probably there's an intersection here. So what could happen is that after it finishes this reward, it'll determine that this region is smaller, this risk region is smaller, so it'll use it as support, and then it will return back up into this by this intersection time up into this area, this free zone area here, this free area, and it will just continue to increase freely. The price will continue to increase freely if it crosses the intersection at this time into this area. If it doesn't do that, if it goes the other way, the other thing it could do is drop under this risk region. If it drops under this here, this boundary, then it will fall freely down. Now later into the day, if it stays in this area, then you can see that the largest area is this area here, and so that means that however it enters in this time, let's say if the price is down here, during this time, I think that we also have an intersection here, right? So price could follow back into this intersection, and then complete filling this reward region with that as the target, this boundary as the target. But this region is smaller compared to here at this time, at any time during that 24 hours. This region is smaller compared to here during that time of the 24 hours. So look for it to act at these two intersection times, this intersection time and this intersection time. And I think that the easiest thing that comes to my mind when I see this is that at this intersection time, it'll probably just keep going up. It'll enter this free area, and price will just keep rising. If price is around here at this intersection time, then I would look for price to rise to fill up this zone, this reward zone. So let's take a look at what happens tomorrow.